morning. McAvinnue's School, Mr. Domina here, handling the McAvinue morning announcements. Today is Monday, November 13th, 2023. Thank you once again for joining me for the very action-packed and a ton of information edition of McAvinnue's morning announcements. So let's get to it. We have some reminders and updates first thing before we start with the Pledge of Allegiance. So let's get moving with that. It is World Kindness Day today on the 13th of November to launch our week. It's actually World Kindness Week this entire week, right? But World Kindness Day starts today and actually is today, pardon me. And so it's simple, right? It's be nice. That's really what the goal of kindness is, right? Do something nice for somebody else. Make sure to have kindness right in the front part of your brain, right in the front part of your heart. Think about others before you think about yourself. Do something small, do something big, do something right in the middle for someone else, and just be kind, right? That could be kind words that you use. That could be some kind actions that you show toward others. That is the easiest way to make sure that you are involved with World Kindness Day. And it actually works out because our focus for this entire week is about kindness for McAvinnue's Thinktastic Behavior Challenge. More of that information is going to be coming shortly, but this is your World Kindness Day reminder happening today. So I need people to be as kind as possible. And we talked a little bit about kind of kindness and giving something to someone else. And that's really the whole goal of Thanksgiving when you really think of it, is that you give thanks and you can really celebrate, whether it's your family, whether it's your friends, a variety of different things that you have. Well, we're going to be doing something that is thankful here at McAvinue and that is going to be kind for you. And if you take a look at those pictures, we are going to be offering a very special Thanksgiving lunch here at McAvinue. And the date that that's going to happen is Wednesday, November 15th. So the cafeteria will be serving all of the traditional Thanksgiving food options, including the side dishes that will be there. It will be amazing. I just connected with our fine people downstairs in our cafeteria that work there for food service. I know that there was some complaints last year with students that gravy was all over everything. We're going to make sure that the gravy will not be included on your plate unless you ask for it. All right. So they'll ask you, do you want gravy? If you say yes, they'll put it right in there and move on. If not, it won't have gravy. So I know a bunch of kids had complaints that they really liked the food, but they didn't like the amount of gravy that was on there. So we'll just make that adjustment. But it's going to be really, really cool downstairs. We'll do some decorating to make it really special for you. If you take a look at the pictures that we have right there, we decorate the table. There's one of the plates in case you're brand new to McAvinue. That's kind of what it looks like. It is going to be awesome. I can't wait. It's going to be a very special day on that Wednesday to go down there. Perfect timing for World Kindness Week, and also Thanksgiving's right around the corner. All right. And so there's the date again. And we also are moving. We already had 1 week of McAvinnue's Thinktastic Behavior Challenge. So we're moving and grooving in the right direction, 1 week down. And believe it or not, we're only going to do this challenge for 1 more week. All right. Normally it would be the entire month of November, but November is a very interesting month. Not many days of school at all. And when we have a full week this week, which is the only full week that we have in November, next week we're only here for 2.5 days. And then we come back. It's the very end of November, and we're already into December. So this will be the last week of McAvinnue's Thinktastic Behavior Challenge just for this month. When we come back from the Thanksgiving break, we'll start the new December edition. And so more information to come. You might be wondering what we're going to focus on this week. I already provided a little bit of information at the very beginning of morning announcements. The area of focus for this particular week on the 13th is going to fall under respect. Specific behavior we're looking for, I will show kindness by including others. All right. So that's the behavior that I'm looking for and your classroom teachers are looking for. And remember, if you display that behavior consistently throughout the week, you can be recognized by your teacher and get one of those orange Thinktastic Behavior Challenge cards. You come down and we will put you on the big board. And remember, it's not just your classroom teacher, it's your allied arts teachers as well. It could be anybody that's in the building that notices that you really put out a lot of effort around kindness. They could recognize you as well. So you never know. And speaking of the big board, that's what the big board looks like on my door right now. We already have a bunch of names on there, and a bunch more will be coming on Friday, November 17th at 2:30. That is the end of this week. I'll do a quick shout out over the intercom, and you come down and basically turn your card in like usual. We'll get your name up there. And the random drawing will occur on Monday of next week, on that Monday edition of Morning Announcements. And the goal is that we are going to have a new student join me for morning announcements, and that will be done on Wednesday of next week. All right, that very special edition where I have a student co-host with me. That'll happen Wednesday of next week. So quick decision, random selection on Monday. We'll have to do a little bit of planning on Tuesday, and then that goes live with the student edition and Mr. Domin edition on Wednesday. All right. So remember, right? Do your the specific behavior under respect. Do your very best with that, and remember, if you show kindness toward others by including them, you could be recognized as well. All right. Lots of reminders and new information to start this edition of Morning Announcements. But now we're ready to come together as one unified collective school, showing our ultimate sign of respect. You know it by reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. So let's stand up. Turn your voice off. Put your right hand over your heart. Make sure to face the flag that's in your classroom or learning space, and we will begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Nice job, everyone, showing your ultimate sign of respect. And we're moving right into McAvinnue's yoga pose of the week. We only did it one time last week, the tree pose, to be specific. So we're going to bring it back for Monday and Wednesday of this week. And remember, Friday, we don't do yoga, because we will do Friday dance party. So let's get to it. Quick refresher. So the tree pose allows us to work on our balance, and we work on our balance by really concentrating. And when we do that, we can come back out on the other side of that yoga pose feeling a little bit more focused and ready to go. So let's get to it. This pose starts in the standing mountain pose, which is our feet hip width apart and hands down by our side. And here it's simple. You decide left leg or right leg that's going to be lifted off of the floor. I am choosing my left leg as usual, and my left leg is going to rest right on my ankle area, just like in picture number 2 that you notice. So right now I'm standing on one leg, and it involves me to balance and make sure that I am concentrating in order for me to stay upright. All right. So right now, that is the first move that you have to do after the standing mountain pose. From here, you put your hands right in the center of your chest. All right. That is the second movement of this yoga pose. And now this is where it gets a little tricky. You want to raise that over your head like picture number 3 and 4. All right. And this is where you might want to find a spot that you're really looking at and concentrating on across the classroom. That's called a focal point. And when you find that focal point, it really helps your body remain still and balanced. Remember to take a deep breath in and release it. All right. Now from here, all you want to do is lower your hands down to the center of your chest, right back to position number 2. And just set the foot that you had resting on the ankle area or calf area of your leg that you were balancing on, and put your hands down by your side. All right. So that's it. The tree pose. I really like that pose. Traditional yoga movements that are associated with the tree pose. I know that I feel immediately better and a little bit more focused. And remember, we'll do this one more time this week. That'll be on the Wednesday edition. And so nice job. I'm bringing back a pose that we didn't have a chance to spend a lot of time with last week. And so hopefully it helped you have really a good start to your day. And we'll do it one more time on Wednesday. So nice job, everybody. Bringing back that tree pose. I like that. All right. So it's birthday time. And remember, last week, it was such a short week when we only had school on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday of last week, all in the middle. And so we only did morning announcements one time last week. So we will do all the birthday shout outs that we were supposed to do outside of the Monday edition. We'll do those as well as the Sunday and Monday birthdays to launch our week. So let's get right to it. Lots of birthdays to cover. So on Tuesday, November 7th, that is last week, we had Bailey's birthday in room 310, Gianni's birthday in room 205, and Ava's birthday in room 308. Wednesday, November 8th, it was Jacqueline's birthday in room 101, Evelie's birthday in room 212A. That's the AM edition of Miss Annie's pre-K class. And Lilianise in room 208. It was her birthday on Wednesday of last week. And Thursday, November 9th, Caitlin's birthday in room 104 and Elijah's birthday in room 108. So that kind of wraps up a large portion of our week. However, we still have to do the Friday birthdays and Saturday birthdays. So let's get to those. So Friday, November 10th, when we were out for Veterans Day, we had Sabrina's birthday in room 103 and Brady's birthday in room 206. And over the weekend, it was Saturday, November 11th. We had no birthdays to celebrate at all. So now we are fully caught up with birthdays. We just got to launch our week with the Sunday birthdays and Monday birthdays, like I mentioned before. So on Sunday, November 12th, which is yesterday, no birthdays, believe it or not, at McAvinue again. But today, on Monday, November 13th, it's Charlotte's birthday in room 103. So now we are fully caught up with birthdays. So let's do our birthday celebration round of applause so we can launch these birthdays that are happening today and all the birthdays that happened last weekend over the weekend in full McAvinue style. All right, so stay tuned for the Wednesday edition of Morning Announcements this week. We'll cover the Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday birthdays right in the middle of our week. But happy birthday, everyone. All right, getting caught up. McAvinnue's joke of the day, again, as promised, a student joke. Very good one, so let's get to it. Here we go. So what did one stoplight say to the other stoplight? Think about that one. What could a stoplight say to another stoplight? All right. Stoplight, remember, is like the yellow light that you usually see at an intersection. That's called a stoplight. So what did one stoplight say to the other stoplight? Do you have your guess, prediction, or suggestion locked in your mind? All right. I think everyone's ready to go. The answer is they said nothing because they can only blink, right? And can they blink like we blink with our eyes, or sometimes can the light blink? Let's see. Here's the graphic. Oh, different. They don't have eyes, but they blink as the lights are blinking through, depending on it's telling you what to go. Remember, red is like stop, yellow is slow down, and green is go. All right, so that's McAvinnue's joke of the day. Remember to share it with family and friends to get them to smirk, to get them to smile, and better yet, to get them to laugh. The whole idea, remember, of doing these jokes is to make your day an easier and fun way to start. And then you can make someone else's day later on by sharing out the joke. Also, I'm taking student jokes. I get a lot of them every day, about 2 or 3 of them. Remember, you got to write it down on a piece of paper. Have your teacher help you, put it in the mailbox, drop it off in the main office, or if my door is open, you can put it right on my table here in my spot, and we'll consider it for morning announcements as usual. It's a good one. Thank you for sharing that. And never know, on Wednesday, it could be a Mr. Domina joke, a student joke, or it could be a faculty joke. You're just going to have to stay tuned and wait for that. All right, that's a good one. All right, so we have lots of good news stories to share out. This one, again, for our after-school program. It's so great. When you take a look at the pictures there, it looks like we have some animal fun that's happening here at McAvinue. It looks like a hawk's there and a duck's coming in. We have a bunch of great things that are happening. And in this case, we have the National Audubon Society comes into our school. They bring in a bunch of animals. They're a great team. The lessons are amazing. They're a great partner for our after-school program. And I had to give a shout out. Actually, we had somebody that works for the Lowell Public School come to the school, took some great pictures, and did a nice write-up about this group coming into our school, which was really, really cool. Again, we're always trying to make the learning here at McAvinue fun and interesting for you. The learning that might happen for the before school program, the learning that happens during the day, and the learning that happens after school for that after school program. We're always trying to make sure that it's stuff that you're interested in and stuff that you can benefit from. And this is an example of that. All right. So very, very cool story. Moving on, a little bit of ST Math update. We'll do our congratulations celebration round of applause at the end because we have a bunch of good news stories to share out for ST Math as well. So right now we're at 251,560 total puzzles. That brings our percent progress up to 28% as a school. We'll have to see if we're the very top school in Lowell. Right now, we're right behind one other school, the Bailey School, not the Washington School. Some of you might remember the Washington School's challenge, but the Bailey elementary school across the city jumped out to an early start, but we were right behind them. And Mrs. Belrose and I feel that we are probably going to overtake them with our turkey trot challenge that we have. And we'll do a little shout out for that. So we'll give you an update maybe on the Wednesday edition of where we rank. Remember, we were the top school in all of Lowell last year for ST Math, one of the top schools in Massachusetts and one of the top schools across the country. So we're going to try to get to that goal again. And remember, 80% for each one of you is the goal for your percent progress, not as a school, for each individual student. And we're well on our way making that happen. And so they do this cool little challenge for every school that we don't really share out, but they call it like benchmark progress. And they really wanted us to be at 25% in November. That's really what they wanted by the end of November at 25%. And we've already hit our goal at the very beginning. That was on November 3rd. We were at 25% at that time, and we're we're beyond that at 28%. So we're way ahead of where we need to be as a collective school with our percent progress overall, which is great. But we're going to keep plugging away and keep doing these fun challenges to keep everybody really interested in, ST Math, because it is a very beneficial and helpful program. We have some students that we got to recognize as well for ST Math. We have a couple of champs and a super champ. So the brand new champ that we have is Surreal in room 303. Third grade student, completed that third grade journey. Congratulations, Surreal. We also have another champ, and this time it is a second grade champ, Davina, in room 102, 100% progress. Both of these students will make the 100%ers board that Mrs. Bellarosa is getting up and running in the main office area, just like last year. And we also have a super champ. And again, that is Jefferson, who co-hosted morning announcements with me in room 301. He happens to be at 200% progress. And when you hit 200% progress, you are not a champ, you are a super champ. So congratulations, everyone. Let's do our celebration. Congratulations, round of applause. All right. Lots of good news stories to share out, and we'll keep those coming. As they come in, we'll share them out and celebrate all the hard work that everybody's doing at the best school that we all know. And so we got to do a quick update with McAvinnue's ST Math Turkey Trot Challenge. That's right. You know what's happening for this month of November. Even though this month is really short, we still have multiple days to go. And you're probably wondering, how did my class do that's connected to the group that we are working together and competing against all those other groups? How did we do overall? Were there any changes? So let's get to it and let's do our update. So just like I did before, some new graphics there. Gigi with some fireworks at our celebration above Gigi's head. And Mr. Domina is running super fast on the track up top. And we have our 5 groups that we have here and our 5 increases. Remember, the goal is greatest increase in number of puzzles. Here are the groups listed from 5th place all the way to 1st place. If you look at the track, if you get closer to Mr. Domina, that means that you are winning the race around the track for this particular challenge. So let's get to it. Follow the same pattern that we did on Monday. We'll do our drum roll, and then we'll reveal starting at 5th place, going all the way to 1st place. So let's get to it here. And in 5th place at 6,560 total puzzles, which is a great increase from the last time we checked in last Monday. So let's see which group is in 5th place here. Drum roll, please. All right. In 5th place, we have, that's right, it is the Blinks the Eyeball group. Still hanging tight and closing the gap, believe it or not, with the 4th place group that we're going to talk about right now. So nice job, Blinks. The Eyeball, keep working hard. You never know, you could be overtaking any one of these groups at any time. In 4th place at 7,237 puzzles. Let's see who that group is. Drum roll. Here we go. And that's right. It is Inchy the Inchworm in 4th place. Very, very close to getting into 3rd place. Speaking of 3rd place, that is 8,606 total puzzles. Let's do our drum roll to see. So far, there's been no changes at all from Monday, and it is continuing that trend with Susie the Starfish coming in at 3rd place so far. And now let's see if there's been any changes that have been happening in the top 2 positions. Remember last time we had Comet the UFO was slightly ahead of Bandit the Dog. So let's see what happens. Let's do our drum roll to see who's in 2nd place. All right, at 10,447 puzzles, it is Bandit the Dog. And still in 1st place at 11,736. No drum roll needed. It is calm at the UFO. So everybody making a lot of progress overall, increasing their total. That's what we're looking for with the puzzles that each student completes and each classroom completes. I predict that by the end of this week, there's going to be more changes. There will actually be some changes to the group order. We'll see what happens. So if you happen to be in one of the lower positions here, don't give up. Remember, the way that you can improve your chances to move forward is by completing more puzzles and logging in. So let's see if that can happen. We'll do another update on Friday before we launch into the weekend. But nice job. That deserves another round of applause for everybody for all their hard work. McAvinnue's Turkey Trot Challenge. I really love this. It's so fun when I see the updates over the weekend and have to reveal them. So really, really cool. Remember, another update, like I mentioned before, on Friday. All right, and so here's our calendar that we have. So the green box was the start date, the red box is the end date, and the orange boxes are the dates that we have been doing this challenge. It's only been 4 days. The X's, the teal X's, are the days that we don't have school. So remember, we didn't have school on Tuesday and Friday, and we also don't have school on the 23rd and 24th. A couple of weeks from now. So if we count the number of puzzle pieces that you see there, we have 5, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we have 11 more days, actually 12, counting the 30th, because that'll be the final day that we are doing this. So plenty of time. A lot of things can happen. Some of you might remember some of the other challenges that we have. We've had the last place team go all the way up into the to the number 3, number 2 position. Anything can happen at all. You just can't give up. You got to keep working hard. And if you do that, you'll be able to move on, and you never know what could happen. All right. So there is the calendar update and the turkey trot update. Very exciting. All right. That's a very, very cool purple teal screen with a little bit of blue in it. When you see that screen, you know it's time to talk about McAvinnue's core values. What's the first one, everyone? That's right. It is respect. And what's the second one? Let me hear it. Perfect. Responsibility. And that final one, that's right. It is safety. Amazing job remembering our core values. Remember, we're going to focus on respect, and we're going to focus really today on the Thanktastic Behavior Challenge as well as World Kindness Day. It is going to be to really work on being kind by including others. That is going to be the challenge for today. All right. So we already talked a lot about it at the beginning. So double thumbs up if you think you can do that core value challenge. Boom, I like it. And remember, when we put respect, responsibility, and safety all together, that's right, we will continue to make McAvinue the best school that we all know. That's it for me. Let's do our fist bump sign out and get on with our day. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. So go get them today. Work hard today. Laugh today. Smile today. Have a good time today, right? On this Monday, this chilly Monday to be exact. Remember, don't just focus all of your attention on ST Math. This is our only full week of school in the month of November. Pardon me. So make the most out of it. Work really hard. Remember that kindness challenge for World Kindness Day, but also for McAvinnue's Thanktastic Behavior Challenge. Really going to be focused on kindness by including others. So make sure that's a priority for you. So exciting. Middle of the week, we're going to have our Thanksgiving lunch on the 15th, which is going to be Wednesday. So that's a really cool thing that's happening right in the middle. So again, I know your teachers worked really hard this weekend, making sure that they have some dynamite lessons for you that you're going to be able to do. So just work really hard. Have a great time. And you'll catch up with me in all the usual places, which is everywhere. All right. So go get them. Pardon me. Have some fun, and I'll see you soon. Take care.